You know where you are?
This is Nollywoodpicturestv.
My prince, I am really happy for you.
Thank you. You know, Obimbako and Ajan Yoku yesterday were filled with people who were genuinely happy. You could see Umungele come to life again. The youth came out en masse. I was shocked. They were there, dancing merry. You know, we had 3 cows. And the way you missed. You missed. You should have been there. You should have been there. You missed. You missed. But however, it turned out well. It turned out well.
Good to know. Good to know.
It turned out well.
You have really won the battle.
Thank you.
You can see how all your enemies are all perishing.
You know that what is happening right now to these men were not my original intention. My hope was that, you know, we can all be alive and witness a new Umungele. These men brought this upon themselves. That's just the truth.
And everyone is aware of that. And based on what has happened, you will equally need to hold the big ceremony here in the palace. And I, Ndulwe, will be donating 1 million naira to that.
Thank you, Ndulwe. Ndulwe, thank you very much. As for another ceremony, we'll have to hold off on that for now. And watch all unfolding events get to the climax before we can reconverge again and celebrate. But at that point, I'd like to have the love of my life, Belinda, aside.
Belinda. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
You are the great man of my kingdom, and that is why I always come to you. I have discussed extensively with the prince, and I am in a position to confirm to you that he is not happy with the deaths.
And no one is happy with the deaths. Because those men went too far in their determination to prove that the gods are dead. And the gods are not dead.
Of course, I know. I know.
So the gods decided to prove themselves by themselves. That is it. So there is no other option than I have to tell you, go to the prince, tell him to take things easy. Let him not get angry at all. So.
No, I believe as the eye of the gods, you know more than us. So you should be able to tell me what is the way forward.
The way forward is that the men have not actually made up their mind to come to me, at least for purification and cleansing. Rather, they are planning for that more onslaught, wanting to continue in their evil way, in their mistakes. And that is why the gods are watching them. The gods decided to keep quiet and watch. And my very self, at my position, I am equally sitting, watching them from afar.
Okay, as you are watching them from afar, are you confirming to me that you can then go ahead and start planning for the coronation?
I have not confirmed such, and I will never confirm such. At all. Because there is no peace in the air at the moment. There must be peace, first and foremost, before any king will emerge and survive it. Because the emergence of a new king definitely will bring down the peace. Yes. So, those men, instead of having a rethink, are continuing undermining the gods, undermining the activities of the gods. Yeah. So, I just have to tell you this. From my angle, we have to sacrifice more days. We need to wait for more days, possibly weeks. Or maybe, as it pleases the gods.
What sort of insult is this?
I don't understand. What do you mean insult? This is Martins. Your fiancé, the one that I know. I saw him standing outside. And he also told me that he's been calling you and you have refused to take his calls. And then Ezazu told me that he was instructed by you not to let him into the premises. I wonder what is going on.
So Ezazu actually executed my instruction and you still brought yourself in here? What exactly do you want here?
I don't get this, princess. Wait. Did you actually leave an instruction not to let me in? What did I do?
Oh my God. What part of I am not disposed to see you don't you understand?
Are you okay?
Asanze. Are you fine? Is your madam okay?
Ikedinaigbo, please stay out of this. And you? Are you dumb? Can't you read the handwriting on the wall? Don't you know when a woman has interest in you and when the interest has evaporated? I haven't picked your call in days. Didn't that tell you anything? Well, if you're done with Ikedinaigbo, your host, you might as well take yourself out of this palace. Rubbish.
What's going on here?
You did absolutely nothing wrong to me. I was just being a fool.
Greetings, my princess.
What is it?
One Edmond that introduced himself as the son of your late husband is outside. He said he wants to see you.
He's outside now?
Yes, my princess.
All right, bring him in.
Thank you, my princess.
I know that you'll be wondering what I came here to do.
I will advise you go straight to the point. I don't have all day.
Okay. I will start by saying I am sorry.
You're sorry? For what exactly?
For the request. It dawned on me that I should not have made that request. A lot of things are going wrong in my business front. I made an inquiry and they say that your father is angry with my family and that he would destroy everything we have if I don't make this move.
How possible is that? I mean, where exactly are you driving at? My father died last year and he has been buried, so what are you saying?
Your father was a king. He still has his eyes on his family. I want to pay for damage. Yes. I want to pay for the pain and frustration my father caused you. They say that you must forgive my family before your father will loosen the spiritual grip he placed on my family.
And what makes you think my forgiveness will be based on what you can pay?
Nothing actually. I just felt I should not approach without a tangible offer. Princess.
No, you don't have to kneel. You don't have to. Edmund, listen. I do not have anything against you. As a matter of fact, I have forgiven you. You don't have to pay anything. I have moved on with my life. And I will advise you to do the same.
Thank you.
Ezazu will see you out when you're ready to leave.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. Thank you. What a beautiful woman my father got for himself. She is not as greedy as I thought.
Nine. I have been waiting for you to say something about our daughter and you're not doing anything.
What do you want me to say?
With all that has happened, don't you think it's time for you to go and bring our daughter back home? Eh? She's still a daughter of Umungele Kingdom and attached to this family. See, Nai, in all honesty, you are treating that girl with so much contempt and I don't like it too.
Let me be sincere with you. I have been thinking about this all this while. But I lack the face to open the discussion. If not that she stood her ground, my daughter would have been a widow by now.
May God forbid.
That is what we will always say. But you agree with me that I was more of a beast. I did not consider all that she was saying. Thank God she resisted me to the last.
It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. Eh? Because of what was going on then, we all thought that Silas was the best for her. Now we know better. You need to go and bring her back. I mean, eh? She's still our daughter. I want our family to come back the way it used to be. Pikonunu, need my daughter back home. Let's go get seen on lazy.
It's okay. This one you are in the house, this cell. It's here you to the You don't need to ask if there is problem because obviously there is.
I'm on my way to Nze Na Ozo's house. We need to find a solution to our problem.
Listen, I had a terrible dream last night. I can't explain it. Nothing is working at all.
Same here, my brother. Same here. I don't understand either.
We don't need to waste time. Let's go. Let's go and meet him.
I was thinking of calling a meeting. But I'm glad we all gathered on our own.
A man whose house is on fire does not go after rats. Listen, something is wrong somewhere. And we cannot continue to pretend as if nothing is wrong.
Nzokeke, we all need to understand that we are all in this problem together. You know my son Chigozie, the one with his senior brother Atumpo, helping him with his business.
Yes, we know him. What about him?
Chigozie took ill mysteriously. And from all indication, it is obvious it is not something hospital can handle. His brother has been restless ever since then. I have been thinking of going to Nkpo myself. But then, I think all is not well with me. I hardly sleep at night. It is from one nightmare to another.
Same here, Nze. We are all experiencing the same problem. In fact, as I talk to you, I don't sleep at night because I'm afraid of nightmares.
So what do we do? let us humble ourselves and go to the chief priest.
What will the people say? Don't you think they will report us in the church?
What have they done since we shot ourselves in the legs? Let the people say what they like. We must take the bull by the horn. It is our problem.
That's it.
And we must solve it together.
Listen, I'm ready. We can even start going from here.
I said there is something. Ogumagana, the chameleon, said this. For the fact that the forest is on fire will not make me lose the dignified walking steps of my fathers. I intentionally decided to wait for you because the moment Emeka the bird starts flying without perching, then the hunter, the shooter, will equally begin to shoot without aiming.
Ogbuefi Wizoba. 9. Please. We are here with grieved hearts. We are here for solutions. All we've been hearing since we got here are proverbs.
Yes, Sesemo. Please, the eyes of the gods, speak to us in the language that we can understand. Please.
And proverbs we cannot do without. Proverbs we can never do without. Two things are involved. First and foremost, you have to go to the very one you offended and tender an apology. Yes. Secondly, all of you must be prepared to pass through the great sacred and ancient ritual of marking of tongues. Ikamma N'ire. You were parading yourselves as Nze Na Ozo while you are not. So by passing through the sacred and ancient ritual of Ikamma N'ire, you will become part of the Nze Na Ozo group. Failing to do that, it means you go and announce to the entire people of Umungele that you are no longer part of Nze Na Ozo group. I repeat, you have to go around the entire kingdom of Umungele and let the people know that you are no longer members of Nze Na Ozo group. Really wish if you refer to yourselves as Nze Na Ozo anymore in this land without doing what I've asked you to do, that is the marking of tongue, the ancient sacred ritual of Ikamma N'ire. Finally wish to undergo the ritual of ancient and sacred Ikamma N'ire, marking of tongues. What you will see, what you will pass through, what you will experience will be more deadly, will be more dangerous than what they saw. What you will see, what you will pass through.
Ogbuefi, thank you, Dalo.
Exactly, Ogbuefi. That is why we are here. Yes. We did not even go back to our various houses.
Yes. Immediately the chief priest said all that he said, we decided to come see you immediately. Please, make it easy for us. Oh, Bikokene.
Ogbuefi, please, we are sorry for our past behaviors. Biko, temper justice with mercy.
Yes,
Biko.
If we can temper, no. Please, we are ready to change our ways for good. Please.
The last time the elders were in my compound, they came to warn me to desist from the truth. Finally today, elders are here in my obi to embrace the same truth. I am indeed very impressed because it shows we are making progress in the kingdom.
Exactly, Ogbuefi. We've made progress. We have known the truth. But our peace is being taken away. We are being tormented by forces that we cannot explain.
Those are the forces that keep the land. Yes. Even Jesus the Christ in your Bible, if you ask those that read Bible, they will tell you that he mentioned of principalities and powers in the Bible and went further to talk about some spirits in high places. Who are the principalities? Who are the powers? You may not be able to understand. But let me ask you. Now, if you are not at peace with the principalities that are in charge of a particular area, how can you live in peace there?
Let us not go into all these esoteric dimensions. Tell us what to do to be free again.
Exactly what the chief priest already said. Chief priest has already told you what you are going to do. I cannot add anything. Okay. The prince was the person you offended, not me. The prince is determined to restore sanity in our land. Therefore, if now you have decided to be right at the same page with the prince, I think you have to go to him and explain yourselves. Let me tell you, the prince is a nice guy. He's going to listen to you. Okay?
Ogbuefi, Biko, if I may ask, are you going to go with us?
Yes. Yes. Go with you, there's no problem. But if you want to move me, you are going to move me with a ram and the 10 tubers of yam.
Oh, Ogbuefi. Achilo ruku pieze. Onezi ka amuta namu.
Chubazianum.
Neke na anya nume biko kenenko. Biko. Biko.
Hey! 1 giant ram, 10 tubers of yam.
Please, I don't want to talk about my father. Can we just talk about our victory?
Belinda, my darling, calm down. Listen, this victory is a victory for all of us so that we can move on as the good people of Umungele. It is not a victory so that we can hold animosity against anyone.
You're right, my prince. You know I can never argue with you. But I'm not just going to pack my things and leave my uncle's house back to my father's house. He has to call my uncle to apologize. That is the only way my uncle will believe that he's truly sorry for making the house unbearable for me.
True. I see sense in what you're saying. And I am sure that your father would not have a problem with apologizing.
You know my father is very stubborn. And it's that stubbornness that got us to where we are right now.
My love, calm down. Listen, it is a new era in Umungele, and we must learn to forgive. Not just forgive, but forgive and forget. Okay? Your father will do what is right. Okay? Of course, babe, you know I love you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms forever.
And I love you too, my prince. I love you so, so much, and I can't wait to see you.
Belinda. I'm sure that's your man that always keep you company
2 phone calls.
Yes, Uncle. He's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh, I love that. Relax. Be happy. I'm going somewhere. See you later.
Okay, Uncle.
I am very glad that finally we are sitting like this again in the palace right before the prince. I am indeed very delighted.
Although it cost us 1 ram and 10 tubers of yam to bring you here with us, we are still happy we have you here.
Akebujanga, please, don't stand that way. Don't make it appear as if I have defrauded you. That is not the case. What you gave me is my entitlement as the only properly initiated Nze Na Ozo in Umungele presently. By the time you submit yourselves and pass through that same process of Ikamma N'ire, you all will be qualified to make same demand from other people.
My prince, without mixing words, we are sorry. We erred grievously by believing there are no gods and ancestors, by believing we can abandon the ways of our fathers and replace them with something else. We learned the hard way. We seek for your forgiveness. Please.
My prince, it is said that when a man defecates on his way up, that when coming back, he will be accosted by flies. We are indeed ashamed of ourselves. It is greed for money that made us do what we did. We are sorry, my prince.
My prince, we have realized our mistakes. And we are ready to make amends.
Yes.
Thank you very much, elders. You have all spoken well. I'm with you.
Ikedinaigbo.
Darling.
You're welcome.
I am very happy that we're all privileged to be seated here together to devise ways in which this beautiful community can move forward. All I ever wanted was peace, unity, and justice. Collecting bribes, sleeping with all the people's wives, depriving the less privileged of their rights, selling lands in our community and sharing the money amongst yourselves, collecting money from dubious politicians to perpetuate evil in Umungele does not in any way make for good qualifications for someone who calls himself an elder in council. Talk more of one who claims to be an Nze Na Ozo. It is not right. But all of that happened because we neglected the ways of our fathers.
Definitely.
Let me ask you. You all connived and watered down the prestigious Nze Na Ozo, monetized it, and made it available to all these little boys who come here to flaunt cash right in front of you. Even the Bible admonishes evildoers from perpetrating evil.
In many places.
We cannot live like that in Umungele, for it is not right. Now let me ask you, these men that you all collected monies from, and made them believe that they were part of this fictitious organization that you set up, that you called in Nze Na Ozo group. Are they here right now to protect you from the wrath of the gods? They are not here. Why? Because they feel they got what they paid for. And right now they are out of the picture. And you're here to face the Bronx and live with the consequences of the actions that you have taken. But let me remind you all that if this man had gone through the ancient practice of Ikamma N'ire, not only would they have acted accordingly, but they would have acted differently.
Utu according.
My prince, we are ready to go through the process.
Yes.
Yes. Now.
I'm happy to hear that. There is this beautiful adage that you use very often. Nze Na Ozo de Bama.
Oh, the balubo.
Not the babo. It is good that we have all agreed. I shall speak with the chief priest and we will pick a date. And I'll get back to you. We wouldn't be able to live without each other. Everything is fine now. Peace has returned to Umungele. The elders have accepted to do what they vehemently disagreed with and rejected. So we're all fine now.
That is a good news. And I know that nothing will ever stop you from taking her as your wife.
Nothing will stop me. However, I'm still waiting on her father, Ichelo Butife. He has a role to play in all of this. But as soon as he does what he's meant to do for us, we shall become man and wife.
Oh, my prince. That will be great.
Let me get you something to eat real quick before you head to Umungele.
Because you know how much I have missed your cooking.